Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to take a little bit of a journey into the history of British football. Recently, in the deep corners of my granddad's loft, was found a pretty big collection of football programmes. Some of which are rather excitingly old, impressively old. Some of them, they're all here. That is what's here. We're going to take a nice look through them today, which are, they are in turn going to take us on a little bit of a journey into some of the big names and big stars and weird little corners as well of English football, because it is a weird thing if you get deep enough into it. I do know that a good few of these programs do come from the son of my granddad's best friend, who is a Liverpool fan. So anything that's got anything remotely to do with Liverpool that we find will have come from him. I also know that quite a few of them come from a former Football League referee who used to live next to my great auntie and uncle. My great auntie being my granddad's sister. His name was Norman Wilson. So I know that a good few of them do come from him, as he was given them at the games that he himself refereed in his time as a referee. I'm sure a few of them also do come directly from my granddad himself, but there are a good few in here that I can't place. Obviously, I know the team that the programme is for, and the date and the year, but I can't figure out who I know or know of that would have gone to these games and seen some of these players play, because boy, are we going to see some pretty famous names today. Here I've got a little bit of a display going on of one of English football's most famous names, and a player that we will see turn up in a good few of these programmes, Stanley Matthews, who was he was a very early Ballon d'Or winner for anybody that follows football. He is one of very few, I think, is it only 4 or 5 English, or 5 British even, 5 British Ballon d'Or winners. Ballon d'Or being the basically World Player of the Year award. Stanley Matthews is one of only 5 British people, I think, ever to win that award, with George Best, Dennis Law, Bobby Charlton, and Michael Owen. I think if there was any more that are British, then I can't think of them off the top of my head, and I apologise to them for that. But I know those 5 did, Stanley Matthews being one of them, and certainly one of the most legendary names in English football history. So I think we're just gonna get started, because it's very exciting, and if you are like me and you like football history and that sort of stuff, I think it's going to be pretty interesting as well, because, like I said, there are some here that are particularly old and interesting and full of very unique things, let's say. I mean, to take the first one off the top here, we have Preston North End Official Journal. Price of 3p. So, you know, you're not paying a great deal for these programmes. This is 3p. And this is actually one of the oldest ones in here. And since I've got this shoebox full of these programmes, I should say as well, actually, before we do carry on, that I am, of course, a Manchester United fan, but there will be no Manchester United programmes in here that we see today, because, quite frankly, there is way more Manchester United programmes in this little collection than anything else. So I'm gonna save those for a video of their own, just because I think it'll be more fun and I can probably get a bit more detailed when it comes to United anyway. Certainly they are, you know, they're the team I support. They are the team I have supported since I knew what existence was. So Manchester United are always that, but there will be no United programmes in here today, unless of course one of these random teams are playing United, which may happen certainly. But what is definitely really impressive, and I'm very, very glad about really, is that some of the really older ones that we do have, like this Preston North End one, for instance, which is actually from 1948. I think it's the 1948-49 season. Yeah, Saturday, here you are. Saturday the 11th of December 1948. So, oh, there it is as well. Saturday 11th of December 1948. So, this is a very, very old football programme, but it is in such good condition. I'm fascinated by it. It's just been, I mean, you'd assume that it's been really well looked after, but as far as I know, it's been in this shoebox for God knows how long. Here you are, Preston North End here playing Liverpool. I said that I think the Liverpool ones came from my granddad's best friend's son, but I don't think this one from 1948 did. It seems a little bit too old. But what I love about these ones is that someone's actually written the score in it there, the score of the game, and you get the formations, because every team played a 2-3-5 formation. If the 2-3-5 formation was played today, I think the world would end. Nobody would know what to do. 2-3-5s with two, I think, full-backs, 3 half-backs. It's where there's the centre half, the left half, the right half, and then the outside left and right, the inside left and right, and the centre forward. I'm not tactically too inclined as to know the benefits of the 2-5-4. Oh, the 2-5-4, the 2-3-5. But I can guess. Doesn't focus too much on defending, does it? Which makes you wonder why every game didn't end 8-5 or some nonsense scoreline like that. But it's absolutely fascinating. Some of the advertisements as well in some of these older ones, and we're gonna breeze over a few of them, because we do have quite a few very similar ones from the same club. So we're only going to take a look at individual ones, unique ones, and that sort of stuff. But But it's advertisements like this that you get in them, and this is obviously a small programme. Don't neglect your brakes. Our mechanics will make them safe. There's a nice car advertisement. Bradshaw's Motor House in Preston, because you're in Preston if you're watching Preston North End play at Deepdale in 1948. It's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. I don't know the value of these things, but to be honest, I'm not interested in the value of them because they're staying here. As people will know, or if they don't know, they know now. I'm a collector. I don't sell things off. That would be wrong. I don't like that at all, but there we have our first one. Preston North End, one of the oldest ones we have in here. I think there might only be one that's older. This is from 1948. Now we have a rather jazzy looking one of Wolves versus Liverpool again in when's this? Is this... do you know what I like about this? I like that it's this unique shape. You don't get many programmes that are square. It's very strange. But I like it. I think it's from like 1978, this one, or something like that. It's very... oh, we'll see here. We should see here. No, we can't see there. We don't see there. Maybe on the back. Maybe on the back we may see. Because it should have the teams on the back. This one is priced at 20p, by the way, 20 pence. What I actually really love about this one, look at this front cover. Is this photo? Okay, it's a very nice photo. Look, everybody looks very, very 70s. It's fairly simple. But the goalkeeper isn't remotely looking at the camera at all. Where's he looking? He's looking over here. I think he's looking at this man's afro. I think that's exactly where he's looking. I think he's wishing his mullet was like that man's afro. I do not know who either of those players are, but I find that absolutely hilarious that made the front cover of a Wolves programme. Wolverhampton Wanderers, of course. Here we are, then the teams. I mean, we're far more interested, really, in the Liverpool team from this era. Ray Clements, Phil Neal, Emlyn Hughes, Phil Thompson, Alan Hansen, Kenny Dalglish, Terry McDermott, Graham Souness. You know, you've got really top class Liverpool team here. And obviously being a Manchester United fan, I don't much care for Liverpool, as any self-respecting United fan feels the same. But I will always respect Liverpool for their history and their pedigree in football. That goes without saying. And names like that should warrant shouting out. I don't think there's anything too interesting about what's going on inside, other than the fact that they've clearly gone for an excessive 70s font in all the titles. I mean, look at this. There's a picture of Kenny Dalglish. There's a picture of Ray Clements and Bob Paisley, the Liverpool manager. I really like the shape of this one. I really do. Again, it's not a long one, but there you go. I don't think we've got any more Wolves ones. Not that I can remember from my quick glance through them. Wolves. Any Wolves fans out there? Are any of these players any good? Because I've never heard of any of them. I don't think I've ever heard of any of them. I don't know. Anyway. We're just going to put all the ones that we do check out over there. Oh, this one is... this one's here. 14th of October 1975. Claret and Blue News and Views. This is Burnley. Of course it is. Burnley and their famous boring programmes. It's not a boring programme, it's just because Burnley play boring, horrible football. That's actually a better photo. I don't mind that photo, Burnley. Fair play to that one. Claret and Blue News and Views. I actually really like that logo. They've tried a pun as well, which I'll give Burnley credit for. They've actually tried a little joke. Well done, Burnley. 15p this one cost. Do we have teams here? We do. Oh, this one's against Liverpool as well, so this is what I said. This one and that Wolves one are probably definitely the son of my granddad's best friend who went to these games. Anybody here who plays for Burnley that we know? Mike Summerby. Mike Summerby played for Manchester City. Some would say he's a Manchester City legend, but do those people really exist? I don't think so. Nobody's a Manchester City legend. They don't have such icons, but maybe Mike Summerby falls into that, I suppose. But here he is playing for Burnley. Again, it's a pretty good Liverpool team, but they haven't fully reached their peak yet. Their peak late 70s, early 80s Liverpool. They still have Ray Clements, Phil Neal, Phil Thompson, Emlyn Hughes. But they've got Kevin Keegan here, who they didn't have then. So that's good, I suppose. But there's no Dalglish, there's no Alan Hansen, there's no... who else did we see? Graham Souness. There's no one like that. Let's have a quick flick through Claret and Blue News and Views. There's Bob Paisley looking very happy about himself. He probably is quite happy about himself, isn't he, really? This is quite nice. Do you know what? I'll give Burnley this one. It's quite a nice... It's simple, but it's not garish and horrible. Fair play, Burnley. Fair play, Burnley. Nice photos there. 2 points from Coventry. Well-earned replay at Anfield. Okay, Burnley. What legal? Yeah, let's see, they've gone interesting here. This is the stats pages. Burnley are in the first division at this point. Fair. Oh, okay. There you go. Follow the Clarets with Keith McNee in the Evening Star and Sports Pink. No, thank you, Keith. I will not be... Oh, we've got to keep an eye on Kevin Keegan. Why does this Burnley programme love wordplay? Keep an eye. They've used an emoji in 1975. What's going on, Burnley? Burnley's programme today isn't this good. I don't even know what that is, but I'm fairly sure it probably isn't. Claret and Blue. I'll give Burnley that one. Claret and Blue News and Views. It's a tongue twister to say, but fair play, Burnley. Oh, we have another Preston North End one here now. This isn't as old as the other one, but is still 3p there. Preston North End Football Club. It's a little bit of a cartoon of Tom Finney. There you go. Isn't that nice? This is from 28th of Feb, 1959. And this one's in really good condition as well. I love these ones that are tiny. Let's have a look through this one. Just because it's a little bit different to the other Preston one we got. The staples are a little bit weary, but it's still very nice. Well, they're still playing the 2-3-5 formation. We see that hasn't changed much in 10 years there, has it, Preston? And everybody else at this time who played the exact same formation for some goddamn reason. I don't know. Oh my goodness, look at this. Tom Finney Limited, electrical engineers, plumbing contractors, rewinding specialists. For your auto-electrical work, call it Tom Finney. Is this what Tom Finney did after he stopped playing football? Did he become an electrical engineer? Fascinating. This is the kind of stuff you find out when you have pieces of history like this in your possession, or if you can call it that. I don't know. That's a nice car. I'd have that car. Can Tom Finney repair it for me? I don't know. That's apparently what Tom Finney did. There's Tom Finney, though. Why can't Tom Finney... It says here, don't miss Tom Finney's articles in the Football Post. So if Tom Finney's writing his articles... Well, I don't know. There wasn't much money in football, I suppose. Well, there was a bit by 1959, but certainly not what there is today. That's a nice little programme, though. I like that. I like this fun. Fair play, Preston. Fair play. Oh, here we've got now. Oh, this is quite I mean, I say recent, but this is 1993. Darlington FC versus Bolton Wanderers. Oh, that'll be why somebody's gone watching Bolton in the Autoglass Trophy second round. The Autoglass Trophy. I don't even know what that would be. Is that the... It's not the equivalent of the league. That's not the League Cup. No, that's not the League Cup. The Autoglass Trophy. I don't even know what that is. But Darlington are playing Bolton in it. This is... it's got a bit of colour to it, this one. And you, so did the Wolves one. I don't know what I'm saying about colour. They've gone all out with the font here. It's a dreadful font for a programme. Can't tell what's going on. Actually, do we have teams on the back? No, we have... We have a mobile phone. We have... Oh, no. Now let's have a look at this advertisement, shall we? This is the history of British football that we all wanted from today's video. What makes this particular phone different from any other type of phone, you may ask? Well, it's a cordless phone. I see. Right. Well, there's an advertisement for a cordless phone. Thank you, Darlington, for that one. I would like to see... Yeah, I like the border. I'll give Darlington the border. They've gone for a little bit of intrigue. But I don't like this main font at all. I mean, I'm not critiquing the programmes. It makes it very difficult to read it. I want to see who's playing for Bolton. Here we are. Phil Brown, Keith Brannigan. These are players, John McGinley playing for Bolton there. As Bolton Wanderers fans will tell you, his name is Super John McGinley. That's a fact. I know this because I know a lot of Bolton fans. That's why. Does anybody play for Darlington who we've even ever heard of? No. Why would anybody play for Darlington who we've even ever heard of? I do not even know what division. Oh, here we are. Division 3. Darlington are in at this point. What division were Bolton in at this point? I don't know, but Darlington were in Division 3. There you go. Autoglass Trophy draw. Northern Intermediate League table. I haven't got a clue what's going on with some of these, to be honest with you. Scarborough Division. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Bolton Wanderers win at Anfield recently. What? What league are Bolton in? I don't know. What league were Bolton, guys? What league were Bolton in 1993? Got to be in the Championship or Division 2. Anyway, there you go. Darlington versus Bolton in the Autoglass Trophy. Oh, here's another away Bolton programme. This is at Chesterfield Football Club. Here you go, this is from 1972-1973 season in the 3rd Division. This is a league game, 4th of November 1972. Why then is it kicking off at 3:15 and not 3 o'clock? Silly. Official Matchday magazine price of 6p for Chesterfield's programme. Any of these players who we've ever heard of? Oh, I can't say I have, unfortunately. Heard of any of those players from Chesterfield and Bolton in 1972. No, sorry. What league was it? The 3rd Division. So we'll have a look through this. I don't think there'll be anything too overly interesting about this one. I don't think we'll have a flick through them all necessarily, but some of them we will. Here's another Bolton one. 1st Division now versus Liverpool. Bolton must have been in the 1st Division then. Oh no, that was in 1993. I'm getting confused. This is quite a nice Bolton Wanderers one actually. 15p 1st Division versus Liverpool in 1979. Here are the teams here. Again, we're looking at, pretty good Liverpool side there. Very similar to that one we had of that Wolves game before. But look who we have in this Bolton team. Sam Allardyce. God. Sam Allardyce and Frank Worthington in this Bolton team. I mean, I'm absolutely fascinated by Sam Allardyce at number 5 for Bolton. Is there a picture of Sam Allardyce in here? I mean, this is a Bolton Wanderers programme as well, so it stands to reason that there might be a picture of Sam Allardyce in here. Oh, there's a picture of Frank Worthington. No. Well, that's a nice picture. Fair play, Bolton. Who is the manager of Bolton? Don't know. Where's the manager? Oh, Ian? I don't know why I said Ian. Mr. I. Greaves. Because I said Ian because his name is Ian. That's why I said Ian. Ian Greaves is Bolton's manager at this point. There he is. Lovely. I quite like that. I like that, Bolton. Okay. Oh, we've got an interesting one here now. Look at this. It's the FA Cup final between Arsenal and West Ham from 1980. 80p. It's a full, this is a full programme. Look at this. Oh, warm welcome to our royal guests. There you go, because it's the FA Cup final, and you can't have the FA Cup final without royalty for some reason. I don't know. Arsenal. What when Arsenal's badge? What when Arsenal's badge was just wacky? Like, don't you wish football badges were like that now? And they weren't, all clean and smooth. They had some really weirdness to it. Oh, Arsenal. Arsenal being weird since 1980. But you were in the FA Cup final against West Ham here. I don't know who won this game. Do we know who won this game? Has anybody written the score on this at all? No. Oh, you've got the full results from the first. Oh, look at this. Fair play to the FA Cup final programme here. FA Cup full results from the first ever final, 1871-72. Here you go. Look at all these weird teams. Like Oxford University, and just Wanderers, the Royal Engineers. Clapham Rovers, Old Etonians. Fascinating. I mean, how many times am I going to say fascinating here? I don't know. This is a good programme. This is a good programme. I mean, I would expect it to be a good programme. It's a FA Cup final programme. I really would. Oh, here are some. The teams. Actually, I should have just gone to the teams. I'm going to start doing that. Actually, I'm just going to go to the teams on each one because we've got absolutely loads to try and get through here. And I don't think we're going to. Arsenal, Pat Jennings in net. There you go. David O'Leary, Frank Stapleton. We got for West Ham, Frank Lampard Senior. I think that is Billy Bonds. Stuart Pearson, Trevor Brooking. Lovely stuff. There you go. FA Cup final, Arsenal versus West Ham. That's not even a football programme. We're not interested in that one. That's rugby. We're not even remotely interested. Ram versus Derby County versus Cambridge in 1984, March the 3rd in Division 2. Here are some teams. Anybody we know playing for any of playing for Derby or Cambridge in Division 2 in 1980? David Moyes? Surely not. Is that David Moyes? Is that actual David Moyes? I hope it is. I hope that's actual David Moyes. Stands to reason that it would be. Was David Moyes a right back? March the 3rd, 1984. Probably when David Moyes was playing, to be fair. I hope that was David Moyes. Is it? If there's a photo, let's just try and see quickly if there's a photo at all. Potentially David Moyes. No, I don't think there will be. Oh well, that's fun. I like that. What's this one? This is another Bolton one, actually. Bolton versus Swindon Town in 19... When's that from? I'm trying to read that. Is that 1969? No, 1989. They don't make that very clear. I mean, it's not going to be 1969. Look at the photograph. And the style of the programme. It's obviously 1989. When in the Littlewoods Cup 3rd round replay. I'm sorry, the Littlewoods Cup 3rd round 2nd replay. Don't even dare tell me that you were playing replay upon replay. Oh my God. Phil Brown again in this Bolton side. Julian Darby I've definitely heard of. Anybody playing for Swindon there at all? Tom Jones, but not that one. Not that one. No, there you go. Another Bolton one there. This one is Tranmere Rovers versus Scunthorpe United from 1982-83. 5th of March 1983 there. 30p. 30 pence. It's Tranmere Rovers centenary year. Apparently, that's nice. Nobody's going to be playing for these two, are they? I don't even know why I'm looking. I mean, oh, there you are, see? Mr. N.L. Wilson, like I said before, Norman Wilson, the referee. That's why we've got this one here. That's why some of these really weird random games are here. Oh. Tranmere Rovers versus Scunthorpe. Okay. Still a meaningless game now, I suppose, isn't it? The shade is real. And what's this? Carlyle United versus Fulham. 1982 there, December the 18th, 1982. 2nd Division. Anybody playing for Carlyle or Fulham that we know? Oh, look at this though. Somebody's wrote on this. Somebody's wrote on this who maybe the substitutes were. That's nice. Any names that we remotely recognise? No. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit there, I'm afraid. Okay. We have Hull City. Now, obviously, this is really good. I like this. Hull. Division 3 as well. It's Tigers versus Orient. But I mean, that's really kind of badly designed. They've clearly gone all out. I like the Tiger Hull. I like the Tiger. 1983. But like the weird layout. And you've clearly gone, let's go for the boldest font possible. Which is fair enough, Hull, fair enough. Anybody that plays for Hull or Leyton Orient that we will have remotely heard of? No. 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 There you go. What have we got here? Nothing. Be like the best. Travel with Holt's coaches. Not today, thank you. Borough, Middlesbrough Football Club versus Grimsby Town, 1982-83. Anything World Cup stars, Sammy McIlroy, they look lovely stuff. A Borough boost for the jobless. Oh, that's nice of Middlesbrough. That's nice. Well done, Middlesbrough. Any nice names here? Tony Mowbray at number 7 for Middlesbrough. Hopefully that's the Tony Mowbray. I mean, I say the Tony Mowbray as though he's the most famous person in the world. He's just a relatively bang average manager. I think he's still at Blackburn? I don't know. I think he is. Where does Tony Mowbray manage now? There's a question for everybody. He's got another square one. This is Albion news. So it's West Bromwich Albion versus Arsenal in 1982-83 season again. Anybody playing for West Brom or Arsenal at this point? Well, Arsenal, yes, we got Pat Jennings again, David O'Leary. West Brom, Martin Yole. Martin Yole playing for West Brom. Okay. What happened to Martin Yole? Where's Martin Yole now? Used to be all over the Premier League. Managing Spurs and Fulham, I think he managed as well. Martin Yole. What is this? Romeo meets Juliet. Here we've got a love story going on in West Brom. Okay. No, that's Romeo Zondervan. There he is. There he is. With his moustache. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. I mean, this is really... It's really out there, isn't it? Look at it. Look at the back page. Ah. Weird. Forest. Nottingham Forest with what is possibly the stupidest front cover we've had so far. That's just a photo. That's not a good photo. That's not a front cover worthy photo. Look at this West Brom one. Look at this West Brom one. At least, okay. Oh, let's ignore the shorts for a little bit. But okay, he's facing kind of front on. It's a good quality photo. It makes sense with the layout of everything. But this Nottingham Forest one, I mean, what is this man doing? They've gone for action shot, but it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked, Forest. Forest versus Ipswich, 1982, November 1982. Anybody playing, well, surely there's people playing for Forest at this point. Colin Todd, Mark Proctor. Anybody playing for Ipswich? George Burley, I've definitely heard of. Russell Osman, I've definitely heard of, if I'm thinking of the same person. Terry Butcher. John Walk. Alan Brazil. Alan Brazil? Am I thinking of the right person there? Somebody let me know if I'm thinking of the right person there when I'm saying Alan Brazil. Because if I have, I'm very confused. I don't know. There you go, Forest. Let's see what we can find in here. That's nice. Arsenal gunned down. Wordplay there from Forest. Fair enough. Nice photos, Forest. You better photos inside than you have on your front cover. Oh, here's another Bolton one. That's a bit battered. I don't think we're going to look at that one. 1978. We've seen a late 70s Bolton one. Aston Villa. Now, Aston Villa. That's a terrible front cover as well. This is Villa versus Wolves. It's a derby match. February 1984. Anybody playing for Villa or Wolves at this point who we've heard of? Alan Kirbishley. What happened to Alan Kirbishley as well? Where's he gone? I don't know. Anybody playing for Wolves? Have I heard of John Burridge? Possibly. I only heard of Alan Kirbishley because he was a manager. Managed Charlton, West Ham, other teams probably, but I don't know who they were. Oh, look at that, Villa Club match mascot. Today's match mascot is 7-year-old James Owen from Sutton Coldfield. There's a picture of him. Well done, James. Well done. You get to be the mascot for Villa versus Wolves. Lovely stuff. Knox County versus Brighton. Brighton and Hove Albion 1983. That's a terrible, that is a really bad photo. That's worse than Forest's. That's much worse than Forest. Do you know why it's much worse than Forest? Because it's not only a terrible photo of nothing in particular, but it's weirdly cropped with this person's arm here and this floodlight up here and the ball. But it's not even clear. At least the Forest, it's making me think twice about that Forest one, this one. Notts County versus Notts Forest in the battle of the bad front cover pictures for the programmes in the early 80s. What's going on? That's a terrifying looking cartoon. Look at that. And that's enough of that one. Who plays for Notts County or Brighton at this point? Here they are. It's looks like that. Okay. Anybody we've heard of? Anybody we've heard of? Nope. Nobody we've heard of there, I'm afraid, for Notts County versus Brighton. Sunderland versus Villa. 1983. A lot of these will be from that season, I think, or around that time. So we'll look at anything interesting in here. Oh, there's a nice... Oh, look at that. Lovely pull-out poster there of Barry Venison. There's one for your bedroom wall, everyone. Everybody wants that. I can't think of a better poster to have on my wall than a headshot of Barry Venison, who played for Sunderland in 1983. I'd also like to point out that the strip is made by Lecoq Sportif, which doesn't happen anymore, and I like the fact that it's a unique kit manufacturer. So I'll give Sunderland that. But I'm gonna ignore this picture of Barry Venison. I've never heard of him. Who plays for Sunderland versus Aston Villa, or Aston Villa at this point? Barry Venison, there he is. Frank Worthington again. Worthington didn't even play for Sunderland. Last time we saw him, he played for Bolton. Anybody playing for Villa? No, nobody at all. Vo heads above the rest. There he is, heading above the rest of them. It's not going in, that though, is it? It's going over here. There's the goal. Silly cartoon. Who's this then now? Oh, it's Darlington again. The Quakers in the centenary year of 1983-84. FA Challenge Cup first round proper versus Mosley. 1983. Darlington versus Mammy. Nobody's going to be playing for these teams. Although I don't hate this programme. It's a simple programme, but I tell you what, it's clear. Oh, look at that font. Oh dear. It's it's definitely 1983. In fact, it's not even 1983 by the looks of that. It's 1972. Not that there's anything wrong with 1972, but, the text is out there. Out there, very out there. We're going to ignore that. We're going to definitely ignore that. Oh, we've got something fun. This is Everton versus Watford in the FA Cup final. There are the Twin Towers of the old Wembley. There they are. Football Association Challenge Cup competition cup final. Saturday, 19th of May, 1984. Ooh, there you go. This is a hefty programme. Look at it. There's some of Neville Southall playing for Everton there. Let's have a look who's playing. There's no back page team sheets, but we've got Neville Southall for Everton, Peter Reid for Everton. Who else have we got for Everton? Andy Gray for Everton. Anybody playing for Watford? Oh, they're here. Here we are. This is nice. Howard Kendall, the Everton manager there. Anybody playing for Watford who we've heard of? John Barnes, there he is. Lovely stuff. Graham Taylor, the manager of Watford. Okay. I mean, you'd expect this one to be a good programme. It's a cup final. You'd expect nothing less. And it is a good programme. Well done. Well done, the FA Cup final. It only costs 80p though, something like that now. The FA Cup final programme now could probably cost about £6.50. I don't know. Oh dear, we've officially found the stupidest font. Doncaster Rovers versus Gillingham in Division 3, 1983 again. It's an unorthodox front cover, Doncaster. I like the little Viking man, but what's going on with this text? Rovers. I don't know. I'm definitely never going to have heard of any of these players, so I don't even know why I'm even going to look. Anything remotely interesting going on here. Rovers range. Oh, you can buy clothes there from Doncaster Rovers. Look at these lovely people modelling the clothes. There you go. That's all you get from Doncaster. This is Barnsley. This is unique as well. Oakwell review. Barnsley versus Chelsea in Division 2. Imagine Chelsea in Division 2. That would be hilarious. Anybody remotely we've heard of playing for Barnsley or Chelsea at this time? Mick McCarthy playing for Barnsley. Okay, fair play Barnsley. Mick McCarthy. Anybody playing for Chelsea? Pat Nevin, Nigel Spackman. We have heard of those people playing for Chelsea. Some would say Chelsea legends. And some would have said Chelsea legends don't necessarily exist. Well, they do. They exist more than City legends do. Even 10 years ago, Chelsea had legends. Gianfranco Zola and people like that. Who did City have? Paul Dickoff. That's who City had. Sean Gota. And I'll give you Colin Bell. City. Shakers review. Here we have Bury FC. Oh, this is Bury versus Rochdale. That's a local derby as well, but this is in Division 4. This is right down in meaningless territory. I say meaningless territory because that's a little bit offensive. It's not meaningless, is it? And this is a good programme, especially for Division 4. Fair play, Bury. It's probably because it's a Rochdale game and they take Rochdale games seriously, but Bury actually don't exist anymore, do they? So this programme's probably even more valuable now because Bury actually don't even exist anymore as a football club. Nobody we've ever heard of will be playing for these two. But there you go. Bury versus Rochdale. A game that will not happen anymore unless Bury get reformed. Bury are reformed, but it's not Bury FC, is it? It's not the same thing. Aston Villa versus Wraith Rovers. Here we have Aston Villa versus a Scottish team for some strange reason in the middle of October, or at the end of October 1959. Though this is a bit older now. We're getting into more of the old stuff now. I like that. Aston Villa versus Wraith Rovers. Why were they playing a Scottish team? I don't understand why Villa were playing a Scottish team in late October of 1959. I don't understand that at all. There's some pictures of some Wraith Rovers players. That's nice. Again, everybody's still playing the 2-3-5 formation. Because why wouldn't they be? It only stands to reason that everybody plays the 2-3-5. Who's that? That's Jimmy McEwen. Our wee Scot, who is expected to play against his old comrades tonight. So he plays for Villa, but he also used to play for Wraith Rovers. That's the fun there. That was a nice team photo. Aston Villa from 1959 to 1960. Oh my God. Can we just take into account that somebody... What's going on there? That's that picture. Don't tell me that's just been... I don't even know what's going on there. This is McEwen inset. He wasn't there on the day, so what they've done is they've stuck the photo on top of the photo, just to me he wasn't there. Oh, God. That's a nice little piece there. It's nice. Fair play. What was that? Is that Villa Park? Our home. It is Villa Park. It is Villa Park. I couldn't tell. It is Villa Park. Fair play. Good stuff. Good stuff. I like that. Now here we have quite a few similar ones now. We've got some more of these Preston North End ones that are of this style. 1957 there, 1959 there, 1958. Another from 1959 here. I don't necessarily know who they're playing in these, but all of that same style as well, with that cartoon of Tom Finney on the front. But this one's not got a cartoon of Tom Finney on the front. This one's got a cartoon of a strange goalkeeper on the front. but that one's older than the others. That's from 19... This is from 1957, yet this one is in much better condition than these three. Yeah, I don't know. No, we're not going to spend too much time on this one. Manchester City, 1958 to 1959 against Newcastle. Do you know what? Fair play, City. I will give you this. I like this cover. I like this cover. This is good. You've inserted colour into a programme from the 50s. This is nice. I'm not paying any more attention to it than that, City. But okay, you've given credit to yourself there. Oh, we've got a few here. Well, this is West Brom again. This is West Brom again here. So these are all the same. Albion reserves versus Manchester United reserves here. The first, yay. West Brom versus Bolton Wanderers, that one. I don't know who they're playing in this one because it doesn't say. Oh, West Brom versus Athletic Bilbao in this game. What the hell are they playing Athletic Bilbao for? I mean, I'd assume it's a European game, obviously. That's why they would be playing Athletic Bilbao, but that's interesting, isn't it? As though West Brom could ever play European football. I'm being very recentist. That's not a thing. Fair play. Official Albion news programme. It's not bad there, West Brom. Not bad. Here we have a Blackburn Rovers one from 1958-1959. I really like this one as well. Lovely colour on this one, actually, Blackburn. Well done. Love it. Are you still playing the 2? Yeah, oh, yes you are. Yeah, there you are. You're playing the 2-3-5 formation. Oh, no. I apologise, Blackburn. I am sorry, Blackburn. You're playing the 2-3-2-3 formation, which actually makes way more sense. Well done, Blackburn. Well done, the 2-3-2-3 formation. That's almost a modern 4-3-3. Just nearly a 4-3-3, that, Blackburn. Well done. Who are you playing? Blackpool. You're playing Blackpool. Oh, there's Stanley Matthews. Stanley Matthews, who I got excited because I've got things of Stanley Matthews. There he is. Matthews. Stanley Matthews. Playing for Blackpool. Yay. History. The Blackpool Illuminations. Oh dear. Lovely stuff. Well done, Blackburn. Well done for a great programme like that. No, we're not interested in that City one again. This is a different City. This is much worse. 1958 to 1959, City, to be fair to them, had this nice design of a programme. 1959 to 1960, they went to this dreadful regular photo. And just that. Terrible. Well, who are they playing? I didn't even recognise. Sheffield Wednesday. They're playing Hibernian. Again, a team playing a random Scottish team. Oh, here you have City versus United. Okay, who's playing for United? Mind you, this is 1959 to 1960. This is not a particularly pleasant time for United, as recovery from Munich was underway, but we have Harry Gregg there, Bill Foulkes, Bobby Charlton, Dennis Violette. A good few there for United. Good few there. City, Bert Troutman in net for City. But I'll give City Bert Troutman as well, to be fair, as a legend. There you go. That's as much attention as we're paying to the City programmes. That's West Ham. It's the relatively nicer programme again. Newcastle United. Burnley. Right, we'll get rid of those now. Get rid of those City ones. Get rid of them. Shove them over there. Aston Villa, again, Aston Villa versus Tamworth. Tamworth in the First Division. The Birmingham and District League First Division. What the hell's this? The Birmingham and District League First Division. Saturday, 14th of February 1959 versus Tamworth. What the hell is going on? Who plays for Villa at this point? Anybody. I like this. We still use these now. Results, grids. Love it. Stats. You'd be better off with an M&B. Cartoons. Advertisements. You're playing. Oh, you're playing the 235 there, Villa. No, I haven't got a clue. Oh, we've got other ones, very similar style to this, or the exact same ones actually. Sunderland, oh, that's the Football League First Division though. I thought, what's this weird league Villa are playing in? It's just a different league, the Birmingham and District League First Division. But here we have the Football League First Division, the proper First Division, where they're playing Sunderland. Well, they're playing Sunderland again. That's the Boxing Day game. Okay, that's the Boxing Day game. Here's just another game against Sunderland. Why are they playing another game against Sunderland at home? I don't understand what's going on. Burnley. And this is a double programme. Where's this from? Oh, this is earlier, actually. This is from 1955. That's the same. They've not changed the style much in 4 years there. 1958. I'm sure some of these was from 1959. Oh, 1956 there. That's 1959. That's 1956. That's 1958. That's 1958. This is 1955. You're not being very creative, Villa, are you, with you? This is Cardiff and Sunderland again. Failing to innovate. Aston Villa, look at that. Another Preston one here. Preston North End official programme 1961. That's just an advertisement on the front page. Way to sell out Preston. I've been really impressed with Preston's programmes before you started to sell out on the front page. They're playing Leicester in this game. There you go, playing Leicester. Not that we know anyone who's playing there. I don't know who's gone to all these Preston games. This is what I was saying before. Oh, now. I've got an interesting one here. We've got a souvenir programme, sixpence, cost sixpence, of a testimonial match. A Darlington selected 11 versus an All-Stars 11. I'm far more interested to learn who's playing for the All-Stars 11. Oh my God, nobody I've ever heard of. What's going on? Ivor Allchurch, I've heard of him. Welsh. I've literally never heard of anyone else. This isn't an all-star 11, is it? You can't call this an all-star 11. This is not a good programme. I know it's a testimonial, but we're not paying any more attention to that programme. Darlington. A Scottish one. Adrionians Football Club versus Motherwell in the Scottish Cup second round. When's this from? You're not giving me a year. You said Saturday, 14th of February. It's the Valentine's Day. Yeah, Valentine's Day game. Well, they play the 2-3-5 in Scotland as well, don't they, clearly? So, but you're not telling me what year this is from. Advertisements there for all sorts of nonsense. I don't know what year this is from. I like this though, half-time scoreboard, so when you learn the scores at half-time, you can write them in yourself. Peebles Rovers is the stupidest name for a Scottish football club ever, apart from Coldstream. Coldstream, to be fair, is actually stupid, and Peebles Rovers. Fraserburgh. I don't know. Scotland. Adrione. I don't know who's been watching this Scottish Cup game either. Rather confusing. Oh. Well, here we have an envelope with it's embossed. The 100th Manchester League derby match. Lovely stuff. Oh, United won. 1-0. Lovely stuff. In the 100th and 50th anniversary year of the Liverpool and Manchester Railway. Well, there you go. What's in here? Oh, it's tickets. It's tickets to games. Look at this. United versus Aston Villa, FA Cup, 6th round. What year? Doesn't say. Manchester United versus Liverpool. League game. Look at the price of them. Look at the price of them. £1.20, £1.80. This is United versus a Polish team. The UEFA Cup. £3.80. Breaking the bank on this one. £3.80. Imagine if football matches cost £1.80 to go to United versus Liverpool in the league today. Nonsense. Oh, it's some from Wembley. That's just United tickets. I wasn't supposed to look at anything United. Not today, anyway. Football League Cup final. League Cup final, okay, 1976. League Cup final, 1975. Wait a minute. The League Cup final, 1976. North Stanton seat, £6. The League Cup final 1975 North Terrace seat, £2.50. I don't know what's a better seat, though, to be fair, do I? I'm judging this by what I think a better seat is. I don't know. Charity Shield, 1983. Challenge Trophy, oh no. No, that's the FA... Oh, no, it's not the FA Cup. The Football Association Challenge Trophy final, 1974. You wouldn't call the FA Cup the FA... the Challenge Trophy. The FA Trophy, then? Was that a thing back then? I don't know. No, because there's the actual FA Cup. That's the FA Cup, 1976. Oh, and some internationals. Scotland versus England at Hampden Park, 1976. European Champion Clubs Cup Final tie. That's a wordy title. At Hampden Park. European Champion Clubs Cup Final tie. Are they trying to say European Cup Final? Was that at Hampden Park in 1976? Is that the European Cup Final? FA Cup Final 1974. Scotland versus England at Hampden Park. England versus Scotland at Wembley. 1975. England versus Scotland. 1979. And the FA Cup Final. Oh, now I'm interested in this one. The FA Cup... England versus Italy, there we have, 1977, that's nice. But I'm interested in this one, because this is the FA Cup final in 1977, when United beat Liverpool. Laughter. Success. Success, FA Cup. United winning the FA Cup against Liverpool. Lovely, I like this though, I like that. I didn't think there was tickets in here, so there you go. That was fun. Tickets. Nottingham Forest. I mean, I can't figure out Forest's programmes, because this one's really kind of boring as well. Look at it. Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle, 1957. I mean, let's just take a minute. I'm making jokes about all these programmes. I am incredibly interested and fascinated and honoured to actually be kind of flicking through these and holding these, because these are These are incredible to actually behold. I mean, I know they may seem like meaningless little things, but I suppose it's the same as like old comic books, isn't it? If you're into comic books, and obviously I am into comic books as well, but it's like that. It's like finding a bunch of really old comic books in a collection somewhere. And that is what this is like. Just for football. That's Nottingham Forest in 1957. That's that. But that's what it's like. That's why I can make jokes, but ultimately I'm fascinated by it all. That's another City 1, Sheffield Wednesday. Sunderland versus Bristol Rovers. Okay. 1960 to 61. This was when Sunderland were actually quite good, isn't it? And what are they in here? What league are they in? Playing Bristol Rovers. Oh, it's Division 2. When did Sunderland win that? I swear Sunderland won the First Division in the early 60s. I don't know what I'm flicking through all these for. I really don't. Sunderland versus Bristol Rovers. Oh, now here we go. Blackpool Football Club. Stanley Matthews, come back. Come on down, Stanley Matthews. 1961 versus Newcastle. There's Blackpool Tower. No, it's not the Eiffel Tower. It just looks like the Eiffel Tower. Blackpool Football Club. 1961. Where's the teams? Here they are, right in the middle of the little thing. And where's Stanley Matthews? There he is, playing outside right as always, in the colours of tangerine and white. Blackpool. You may think I've got some sort of obsession with Stanley Matthews. I haven't. I haven't got an obsession with him. He's just an incredibly famous footballing name, who was a wonderful, wonderful player. There is footage of Stanley Matthews that you can find. Oh, excitement. Excitement because this little gem is the oldest programme we have in here. This is the 1947 to 48 season. This is 2 years after the end of the Second World War. This is how old this programme is. And it's Burnley as well. It would have to be boring Burnley. In what is admittedly quite a nice looking programme. But look, this is in like good condition. This is in good condition. And I know I'm probably ruining it by touching it, but they're going back in the shoebox and they're going somewhere safe. Who plays for Burnley in 1947? I mean, absolutely nobody we've realistically ever heard of. Well, they're playing Middlesbrough in this game, that's who they're playing. Oh, there's an advertisement for smoking. A pipe full of Africander. It's cheaper to smoke a pipe. There's your advertisement for smoking a pipe. What do you expect? This is 1947. And Burnley are still playing at the same stadium. I don't know why that's an insult. That's not an insult that Burnley are still playing at the same stadium. A lot of teams are playing at the same stadium. United are still playing at Old Trafford. Old Trafford was 1910. Yeah, 1910 Old Trafford was built. I only made the joke because Turf Moor probably still looks the same as it did in 1910. 1947. Because Burnley are boring and old and Burnley. But there you go, that is a real gem. It's a real gem just because it's the oldest one. I say it's a real gem, but I've just looked at what we've got next. Next we have Tom Finney's testimonial. Tom Finney, another one of the most legendary names in English football. He really, really is. 26th of September 1960. Augmented Preston North End 11 versus an invited All-Star 11 for Tom Finney's testimonial match. Who is playing for... This is in really good condition as well. I mean, it's not the oldest one we've got in there, it's just one of the most interesting, I think. Oh, I think these are the players who are playing in the All-Stars here. Nat Lofthouse, Jimmy Armfield, Billy Wright, Neil Franklin, Stanley Matthews there, Stan Mortensen, Billy Liddell, Wilf Mannion. Oh, God. It's a who's who of late 50s English quality football players. Tom Finney's testimonial match. That's a real gem. Let's not kid ourselves. That is a real gem. I'm going to leave that out there. Because we have some more of the same sort of ones here now, I think. That we've already seen quite a bit of. Preston. Oh, Sheffield Wednesday. We've not had Sheffield Wednesday. We'll keep that one. City, Blackburn. We've seen that. Blackburn 1. Blackburn again. Well, I should say who they're playing actually, but I can't. But it doesn't say on the front sometimes, and it's a little bit of a faff to try and figure out who they are playing. There's another Blackburn 1. Oh, a Chelsea one. Chelsea versus Blackburn. We'll keep the Chelsea one. Oh, Blackpool again. Blackpool versus West Ham, this one. These are Stanley Matthews ones again. Blackpool versus West Ham 1958. Blackpool versus Blackburn. FA Cup 4th round replay 1960. Blackpool versus Burnley 1957. I mean, whoever has these saw Stanley Matthews play several times. It really is lucky, you know, it is. That's his nickname. That's his nickname there. Gives you a clue as to what he's all about. And there's Tom Finney's testimonial match. Tom Finney as well. An icon. Here we have got Chelsea and that Sheffield Wednesday one here. Sheffield Wednesday versus Knox County 1956. And we've got Chelsea versus Blackpool 1959. So this will be Stanley Matthews on tour. Stanley Matthews on tour at Chelsea. Of course, everybody's always playing the 2-3-5. I'm not even going to look anymore. Everybody's playing the 2-3-5, aren't they? Oh, Jimmy Armfield there. Where's Stanley Matthews? There he is. Anybody playing for Chelsea at this point? Must be somebody. Oh, a nice piece there. Somebody playing for Chelsea. Greaves. What year is this? 1950. Jimmy Greaves? I don't know why I said that like that. Did Jimmy Greaves play for Chelsea in 1959? Might be Jimmy Greaves. It might be Jimmy Greaves, it might be Sheffield Wednesday versus Knox County here. Anybody playing for any of these? Will make your next holiday fixture trip to Holiday Island. There you go, there's an advertisement. Oh, this one's a little bit strewn together. Oh dear. Anybody playing here? No. That one's a little bit taped together, but it's okay. I mean, it's fairly... I'm not judging that. I'm not critiquing them. I'll stop doing that. We do have all sorts left here. We really do. But I'll try and not go for too much longer, to be honest. Blackpool versus Burnley, just a one-page thing there. Another Preston one. Morecambe. Now this is low down, because if it's Morecambe... Oh, the Walsall football news. I like that. Actually, Walsall. This is 1958. There's a lot from that around that time, actually, isn't there, as well? A lot from around that time. Walsall football news. I think I might just take a few out and put a few down at this point. But yeah, Morecambe there versus Leyland Motors. This is low down. You can tell it's low down. Morecambe versus All Stars. Yeah, because here you go. This is the Lancashire Combination League. This isn't professional football. This is non-league football. This is a non-league football programme from 1960. Morecambe versus All Stars. I mean, who's playing for the All Stars here? Finney? Billy Liddle, Tom Finney playing for the All Stars here? Possibly. Okay. Fair play. We have Bradford Park Avenue, 1950. This one's from. Bradford versus York City. I don't know why I keep looking to see if anybody's playing a different formation than the 2-3-5. What do we have here then? Just going to put those. It's just because these ones that we've got now are really quite thin. Middlesbrough FC official programme against Chelsea. Preston one, Darlington one, and an older Darlington one here, 1958. I mean that is actually the front page, but it's just a front page of the club jottings. And the Darlington one versus, well, that one's versus Oldham. This one's versus Halifax Town. This one's versus Southport. Another Morecambe one here. Morecambe versus All-Star 11 again. Anybody playing for the All-Star? Yeah, there is Tom Finney, Stan Mortensen. Lovely. Another Morecambe one versus Netherfield. I mean, Lancashire Combination Cup first round. It's full old non-league football. And it is fascinating. It really, really is. Really is. You know, I know we've got some Liverpool ones down at the bottom here, and I'm just looking. There is some Liverpool ones down at the bottom, so maybe I'll leave the Liverpool ones, because I know there is quite a few of them. So you might be getting more than just the 2 videos on old programmes. I'll do a United special. And I do a bit of a Liverpool bonus one for the Liverpool fans, although it will mostly just be me going, I'm so sad that Liverpool were once so good and are now also so good. So if you fancy listening to that, then yeah, keep an eye out. Another Preston one there, another Bolton one. This is quite an old Bolton one though, isn't it? 1957 to 58 versus Stoke. Burnden Park. FA Cup 5th round. Hopefully who's playing? Anybody? Nat Lofthouse there is playing for Bolton. Lovely stuff. There is a statue of Nat Lofthouse outside of Bolton's football stadium. This is a weird one. Gateshead versus Northampton. I say it's a weird one because a lot of these programs are teams that are either Northwest, Yorkshire, or Midlands. This one's like far northeast. This is Gateshead. This is up near Newcastle. You notice how there's none from like there's none from the south of England. They're all from very similar areas, which stands to reason because, you know, these have actually come from a human being that's gone to these games. They're not going to travel too far necessarily. But Gateshead versus Northampton is a little bit of an unusual one. Well, there's another Blackpool one here. Blackpool versus Preston, 1956. There'll be good players playing in this game. I mean, this'll just be Stanley Matthews versus Tom Finney, won't it? Oh no. Where's Tom Finney? Where's Tom Finney? Have I got the years wrong on Tom Finney? I have, haven't I? I've got the year wrong on Tom Finney. I know, but Tom Finney had that testimonial in 1960. He's not playing in this. But Stanley Matthews is playing again. Oh, well, there you go. I don't like that design as much as the one with the tower on. Bring the tower back up. We've had this Sunderland one before. Sunderland versus Aston Villa. Nottingham Forest versus Sheffield Wednesday. Scunthorpe United Football Club. When's this from? This looks old. No, 1958. This just looks right. This looks older than most of the others. It looks older than the 1947 one of Burnley. Scunthorpe United. Whatever the occasion, morning coffee, lunches, afternoon tea, or even high tea, go to Harlequin Restaurant in Scunthorpe. I wonder if it's still there. I wonder if that restaurant is still in Scunthorpe. I'm not even looking through this one. Scunthorpe. I mean, come on. There's another one of Burnley. I'll give Burnley credit. Burnley here. Oh, I know what's happened. I can see what's happened. It's City copying everybody else's success again. Burnley Football Club season 1957 to 58. What did we see that Manchester City did in the 1958 to 1959 season? Was their front cover of the programme not eerily similar to this one? Honestly, City, you bring it on yourself. I mean, this is boring Burnley as well. You bring it on yourself, City. You're copying other people's nice things because you don't have any originality of your own. You plastic football club. It's funny. But no, I'll give Burnley credit then. I won't give City credit. I'll give Burnley credit for that nice front cover design. Look at me giving Burnley credit as well. Well, they're playing Bolton. Nat Lofthouse again up front for Bolton there. Lovely. Oh my goodness. Burnley have somebody called Cheeseborough Up front. I'm sorry, that's funny. Sorry, he's not up front, he's inside left. Cheeseborough. Cheeseborough's my new favourite player in Burnley's history. Inside left in 1957. I don't know his first name. What's this? Club notes. This hasn't even got a front page, unfortunately. Oh. This is Accrington Stanley. There it is. Accrington Stanley versus Creswell. From God knows what year. If it doesn't have a front cover. Absolutely no clue, have we, of figuring out what year this is from? No. I'm not going to spend too long trying to figure out... Oh no, here we are, 1954-55 season. There you go, 1954-55 season. Pretty old there, Accrington Stanley. Is just another one-page thing. Blackpool versus Sheffield Wednesday. Better design back from Blackpool now versus West Brom. And Nottingham Forest. The Football Writers 11 versus the Showbiz 11. Wednesday, April 15th. When's this from? I mean, it's quite old, actually. For the Charles Buchan Football Monthly Challenge Cup. That's terrible. I can't read that properly. Oh, dear. Yeah, it's quite old. The Showbiz 11. Where is it? I read there. So is this a team of football writers? This is a team of football writers from various newspapers around the world, around England, versus the Showbiz 11, which has... Oh my God. Spot it. Spot it, everybody. Spot who's playing for the Showbiz 11. If you haven't spotted it, have you spotted it now? Yes, there he is. Look who he's playing. I'm sorry. I knocked the camera accidentally there. I knocked the camera accidentally because I got excited. I got reasonably excited, I feel, by the fact that Sean Connery is playing left half for the Showbiz 11. Sean Connery, and that is actually Sean Connery as well, because I've just looked down here where all these, it's got a little bit about all the players, and it is literally, Sean is a recent recruit to the Showbiz team, but he's no stranger to show business. Excellent notices for his work in the film Another Time, Another Place. It's actually Sean Connery. Although Sean Connery, could have been a footballer, couldn't he? Sure, I remember reading something somewhere about, Sean Connery could have chosen football or acting, and he chose acting. But then he goes and plays for the Showbiz 11 here at left half. Fair play, Sean Connery. I love that. Showbiz, mean biz. I wonder if there's... No, there's no picture of Sean Connery. I love that. Oh, another Accrington Stanley. Oh, that one's quite old as well. That's only one. No, it's not. That's that. This one's come apart. What's wrong with the Accrington Stanley programmes? I don't know. Oh, Nottingham Forest versus Bolton, 1958. I've got one of Newcastle here. Newcastle versus Tottenham, 1959. Who's playing for these two at this time? Who's playing for Newcastle / Tottenham in 1958? Anybody we actually know? Blanchflower? Church. Okay, couple there. You've got a couple there. Tottenham and Newcastle. Fair enough. Scrap urgently wanted. Let's go to Turf Moor. I'm not joking. Oh, here comes Burnley. Just when I was joking about Turf Moor. This is a really nice programme, Burnley. Oh my God. Oh, you can tell it's a really nice programme because they were just champions. Football League champions, 1959 to 1960. Burnley, of all people. Burnley. 60, and this is the 1960 to 61 season, and they've got a really nice programme to commemorate the champions win. The championship win, for God's sake. They're playing Wolves. I mean, who played for Burnley at this point that made them champions? Who played for Burnley? I've never heard of any of these people. I mean, I know there's just the last names there, but I actually haven't heard of those last names. I'm probably doing the same as what Burnley do now. Hard work and graft and no actual talent. Not that there's anything wrong with hard work and graft, but, you know, it would also be nice if you could actually play football. Burnley. This one's quite nice as well, actually. Wolves. Wolverhampton Wanderers here, 1958-59. Nice and colourful there, Wolves, but you expect nothing else from Wolves, I suppose. Oh, this is against United. Lovely stuff. Harry Gregg, Bill Folks, Dennis Violent. Lovely stuff. Wolves. There's another Preston one. There's loads of Preston ones and loads of Blackpool ones as well. Bless's Blackpool versus United in 1956. Oh, now. 1956. Blackpool versus United. This will be a good United team. Because this is a real Busby Babes United team. This is 2 years before the Munich disaster. Manchester United, here we go. Bill Folks, Roger Byrne, Duncan Edwards, Eddie Coleman, Liam Whelan, Tommy Taylor, Dennis Viollet, David Pegg. Everyone. Busby Babe, pure Busby Babes time. United versus Blackpool against Jimmy Armfield, Stanley Matthews. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely beautiful stuff there. This is now one of my favourite programmes in the whole thing. Oh, here's another one from Burnley. In the season they actually won the damn league. 1959 to 1960 apparently. Oh, they've got covered accommodation for 40,000 people. There it is. There's the covered accommodation. These people just have to sit in the rain in Burnley. Who wants to sit there or stand there looking out onto Burnley, not having the pleasure? I'm really sticking into Burnley. I really... Harry Potter's calling. Harry Potter. Harry Potter's calling. Harry Potter's calling to try and turn Burnley into... He's gonna wave his wand and turn Burnley into a team that can actually play football and not just ball the teeth out of you. That's why they won. That's why they won the league. It was all Harry Potter's doing. I'm on to you, Burnley. Is this the manager? The manager's name was Harry Potts. That's not Harry Potts. Harry Potts doesn't exist. It's Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter as the manager of Burnley, making them actually play football by saying the spell. Where's Dumbledore? Is Dumbledore there as well? They're playing Blackburn. That's a big game actually. A big local derby, the rivalry there. Burnley versus Blackburn. I just can't believe they've got Harry Potter as the manager. Even when you win the league, Burnley, you have to have some sort of weird magic, don't you? Blues News. It's not Blues Clues, then, is it? No, that's wrong. This is Birmingham City Football Club. We've not had any Birmingham ones. We've had plenty of Aston Villa and a few Wolves. Some Forest. And Knox County. And any other Midlands? West Brom we've had. We've not had any Coventry or anything like that, have we? Leicester. And here's a Birmingham one. 1959, 1960 again. I don't know who plays for Birmingham at this point. Where they are. Nobody. I thought that said Harry Potter again there, and it's Harry Hooper. Oh, they're playing a Belgian team. Union Saint-Gilloise. I've really... Oh, I've made an idiot of myself there by trying to pronounce Union Saint-Gilloise. Because that's absolutely not how you say it, but that is now how I've said it. I am an idiot. Well, that goes without saying anyway, I think, doesn't it, really? Right, well, Birmingham, there you go. Let's put all these over to the back over here. And think I'm going to get all the ones now up to the Liverpool ones. Because I know there is Liverpool ones there. That's a Liverpool one, that's a Liverpool one. Oh, there's some international ones there as well. No, let's not do the international ones today. We are going quite long. Let's save those. Let's save international and Liverpool. I know we've had some Liverpool ones, but these are, I think, straight up Liverpool ones and international ones. And yeah, all those are Liverpool. Yeah, so we'll just do these. We'll just do these ones here now. This is Bradford City. This is Hartlepool United, not just Hartlepool. Hartlepools, apparently. 1957. Oh, that's a lovely. Look at the colour. I mean, I'm more impressed here by the fact that the colour is so vivid on this programme from 1957. Not just the fact that it's got colour, but that is really bold. There's another one here. There's one in it. Bradford Park Avenue. AFC versus Barrow. There's two teams in Bradford. We've already had a Bradford Park Avenue one. Where the hell is this from? This looks very old. Well, this looks unbelievably old. When's this from? Bradford Park Avenue versus Barrow. I just want to know what year it's from. Please. It's 1954. It's not as old as I was thinking. I was thinking this has got to be 40s. It's 1954 there, but I think it's because it might be non-league. That's why it looks old, because it might be a non-league programme. There you go. Well, this is Bradford City against Hartlepool. Yeah, that's what we had. That's what we were on. We found that other one inside this one. Oh, there's some Leeds ones, actually. We've not had any Leeds ones. I'm quite surprised. Oh, my God. No, right. I said no right there. I got too excited. That That's not football. That's not football, but we're going to keep it in there anyway. Let's just all take into account the fact that we've got a Harlem Globetrotters programme from 1980. Oh, God. I'm looking forward to that. But here we have some programmes that look very very old, and it's definitely because they're on yellow paper. But Leeds, and they're so basic, but I kind of love the fact that they're really basic, even though it's Leeds. 1956-57. Leeds programmes. Who played for Leeds at this time? Anybody we know playing for Leeds in 1956-57? Is that John Charles? Possibly that's John Charles. Although if it's not, then I'm really making it very clear that I don't know who John Charles played for, but I'm just thinking like mid-late 50s, a forward player, prominent John Charles, who played for Tottenham, Blanchflower. That's about it there. So there's Leeds ones, there's three Leeds ones. 3 Leeds ones? Or is that a Leeds one as well? Oh, that's different. 3 Leeds ones from 1956-57 of this same style. Who are they playing in this game? Who are they playing? They're a nightmare to get open. Some of these, I say they're a nightmare to get open. It's unfair. They're playing Birmingham in this one. We've got Leeds versus Tottenham, Leeds versus Birmingham, and Leeds versus Manchester City. Get out, Leeds versus Manchester City. Oh dear. Oh, Everton versus Liverpool, actually. Oh no, not Everton versus Liverpool. I thought it was Everton versus Liverpool because it has Liverpool big letters on the front. But it's Everton because Goodison Park is in Liverpool, that's why. It's Everton versus Preston North End in 1958. So this is who plays for Everton in 1958-59. Oh, nobody. There's a nice picture, but nobody we've ever heard of. Unfortunately, Everton. Simple programme there, Everton, to be fair. Nothing overly exciting about that. Oh, here's a fun one, though. I mean, apart from that nonsense, that's not nonsense, obviously, look at it. This is... Now, this isn't the programme from the FA Cup final in 1923. This is a replica of the programme from the FA Cup final in 1923. British Empire exhibition. God knows why it's so imperial about it. Programme and souvenir final tie of the Football Association's English Cup competition to be played at the Empire Stadium, Wembley. Imagine if Wembley was still called the Empire Stadium. April 28th, 1923. Bolton Wanderers versus West Ham United. So it's a replica. Look at that man's moustache. I don't even know if you can see it. Look at that man's moustache. Look at that man. That man's moustache isn't anywhere near as good as these other two men's moustaches. At all. Oh, there's your... it's just matches. I thought it was a smoking advertisement again. Cornish wafers. You have... I mean, it is. It's a replica program, which is why it's in really good condition, because it's just like it's really good paper. It's not like all of the other ones that are relatively, cheap paper. This is good kind of gloss paper. I mean, this is 1923. I truly do not know many people, or many players who played in the 20s. Couldn't name you that many. Could not name you that many at all, and I could not name you anyone from Bolton or West Ham. And there's a picture of West Ham. West Ham's final team there. That's lovely stuff. Oh, there's your smoking advertisement. And there's another smoking advertisement. That's nice. And there's a chocolate advertisement. Lovely stuff. That's better than the smoking advertisements, isn't it? Okay, well then let's have a look at this then. In fact, you know what? Let's leave that till later. I'm getting excited about that one now. Let's leave that because we've got Chelsea versus Liverpool, another Chelsea one. Chelsea versus Liverpool, 1978-79. I mean, this should probably be with those Liverpool ones, but we're going to do Liverpool and internationals at the same time on a different video, and we'll do United as a different video as well. There's what a miserable photograph. What a miserable photograph that is. Liverpool with the European Cup right at the start of their absolute domination to make us all sad unless you're a Liverpool fan. And this Chelsea programme is clearly more interested in Liverpool anyway. Who's playing for Chelsea? Peter Bonetti in net. Ray Wilkins, Peter Osgood. Yeah, fair play. There's a few players for Chelsea there. But again, we're looking at this sort of Liverpool team of Clements, of Phil Neal, of Emlyn Hughes, Phil Thompson. I mean, there's no Alan Hansen yet, I suppose, is there? Kenny Dalglish, Terry McDermott, Graham Souness. Stoke City. We've not had a Stoke City one yet. Stoke versus Swansea. And this is quite recent, isn't it? When's this from? 1982. I thought that was way more recent than 1982 by the looks of this. This looks like a 90s programme. But then I open it and see that, man. Mark 1. He's I was going to comment that his moustache was nice then, but I don't think his moustache is that nice. I just think he's kind of got a moustache. Oh God, look at that. I mean, why you would choose to have your text like that, I do not know. Why have they got a piece on Italy winning the World Cup in a Stoke City programme? Doesn't make any sense. That does not make any sense at all. Stoke versus Swansea. I mean, let's have a look. Sammy McIlroy plays for Stoke. Okay. Mickey Thomas plays for Stoke. Okay, I'll hold my hands up there. We've actually got a couple of players. There. Fair enough. Bolton and Bury present basketball in the Carlsberg National League Division 1. It's signed, but it's a weird basketball one again. I don't what's going on. It's from 1985. It's an old basketball programme, but like British basketball. So it's obviously dreadful. That's not. Home spare Bolton and Bury versus London Docklands Crystal Palace in basketball. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Another Sheffield Wednesday one. We've had a couple of Sheffield Wednesday ones, I think, haven't we? This is Charlton, 1983. Nobody there. No. Rochdale versus Bolton again in 1972-73. Anybody playing for Bolton? Not really. Anybody playing for Rochdale? No, not at all. Why would anybody be playing for Rochdale there? But I like at least that they've got the teams on the front, so we don't have to go faffing through the whole thing to try and see who the hell's playing. There's another Bolton one. Oh, this is actually a Bolton one from Bolton. It's nice. Bolton versus Watford. Football League Division 2, 1981. Who's playing this one then? Oh, who plays for Watford at this point? John Barnes again. Luther Blissett. Pat Rice. Playing for Bolton. Brian Kidd. Brian Kidd's playing for Bolton. Oh dear. I say oh dear. I do mean oh dear, actually. I don't know why I said oh dear, like I was going to take it back. Because I wasn't. I do mean oh dear, Brian Kidd. Because you played for United, but also for City. So what's all that about? And you were a coach of City and also of United. So what's all that about, Brian Kidd? I've always thought that about Brian Kidd. I don't know. Everton versus Bolton. They've clearly gone for the boldest, most horrendous bubble text possible, haven't they, here of Everton? League Cup semi-final. First leg. 1977. Fair enough. Who plays for Bolton here? Not for Bolton. Who plays for Everton? I don't know. I'm flicking. I mean, they have got this text is incredibly bubbly. Who plays for Everton? Oh, Duncan McKenzie. Have I heard of Duncan McKenzie for Everton here? Possibly. Tony Dunn for Bolton? Possibly. Peter Reid. Peter Reid plays for Bolton. Sam Allardyce plays for Bolton again. Okay. Oh, what's this one we've got? Oh, this is Aston Villa. God, what a face to finish us off on, that is. Aston Villa versus Liverpool in a big Aston Villa programme. Why do Villa have to be special and go for massive programmes in their A4? 1979. In fact, this is a little bit bigger than A4. I mean, it's a really nice programme, to be fair to Aston Villa. It really is. It's a lovely programme. I'm not going to lie to them. It's very clear, very nice, very well laid out. But it's huge. It doesn't need to be this huge. The Anfield formula. There's more focus on Liverpool here than there is about Villa again. Oh, there's a nice poster of Brendan Ormsby for everybody. Do we prefer that poster of Brendan Ormsby? Or do we prefer... what's his name? Venison. Barry, was it Barry Venison who we had before? In that Sunderland one? Do we prefer that one instead? I, for one, prefer Barry Venison's, simply because it was double page, actually a pull-out, and also his name was Venison, which I thought was strange. I'll give Villa that. It's a nice programme, Villa. Yeah, see, this one's got Alan Hansen, Liverpool in. It was clearly folded up like that. So, and we will, of course, end today on this rather silly Harlem Globetrotters one. That's not really anything, but it's just Harlem Globetrotters 1980. Even the Chinese Premier is a Trotters fan, apparently. There's a load of pictures of the Harlem Globetrotters in 1980. There they are. And the Washington Generals, who, you know, oh dear. Are the Washington Generals going to win? Obviously not. That's not what happens in Harlem Globetrotters games. Brilliant. Look at that. As though he's an insect. What's going on there? I don't know. Well, that's that. That was in there. There's a nice back page of Curly Neal in the Harlem Globetrotters 1980 team. There you go. Lovely. Well, that was basketball, but that was football. That was a lovely look at some real gems of football programs there. Over 2 hours worth of good stuff there. I hope it was nice for everybody. Hope everybody had a bit of fun. I hope it was also like kind of chilled out and relaxing. That's kind of what I was going for. But there will be a couple more videos of this kind. We will do, like I said, a little bit of a international games. I think it's England internationals and Liverpool programs in one video, and we will do a whole bunch of Manchester United ones in one video as well, so that'll be 3 total. But this one was really interesting. I've loved doing that. I hope you did find it interesting, like I said, as well as somewhat relaxing, hopefully. But that is going to do it for today. I won't ramble on for too much longer. I will simply say thank you very much for watching. Have a good night. Have a lovely sleep if you're watching this for that. Have a lovely evening. Have a lovely afternoon. Have a lovely morning whenever you may be watching this. I hope you have a great time. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe to this channel if you did enjoy stuff like this. Let me know if you do enjoy stuff like this and you want to see more stuff like this, or what kind of stuff like this you may want to see in the future. And leave some comments about some wacky old footballers or wacky old programs or any such nonsense that we've gone through today. I'd love to hear some of your stories of English football history, because it is fun, it is interesting, and yeah, I think that's going to do it. That's all I'm going to say. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.